Every 5 years since 2001, IEA's PIRLS has provided a state-of-the-art assessment of reading comprehension at the 4th grade, enabling countries worldwide to measure how well their students read. In an increasingly digital world, PIRLS 2016 was extended with ePIRLS to evaluate how well students read and research on the Internet. ePIRLS is an interactive assessment that is colorful, animated, and engaging. 4th grade students complete school-like projects on science or history topics in an environment that looks and feels like the Internet. They must interpret and integrate information from within and across web pages with interactive features to explain relationships. ePIRLS 2016 contains 5 tasks, 2 of which, Mars and Blackwell, will be demonstrated in this video. Each student took a randomly assigned combination of 2 of the 5 tasks. The tasks each were presented in a simulated Internet environment and structured as a class project. Conceptually, they were relatively demanding, some of them based on abstract or technical ideas. Each task involved students working across approximately 3 websites, totaling 5 to 10 web pages, with an average of 1,000 words of text per task. The web pages contained visual data including photos, charts, and maps, as well as navigational and dynamic features such as animations, hyperlinks, tabs, and pop-up boxes. In the ePIRLS simulated Internet browser window, students search for and read texts. And in the assessment window, a teacher avatar introduces questions and guides students through the tasks. In the Mars task, students begin by searching for information about Mars, then navigate to the page about the red planet to read about the characteristics of Mars. Along the way, they answer questions. For example, in this multiple-choice question, they respond by clicking on the appropriate radio button. Students navigate their way through other web pages, learning what an orbit is by clicking on a link and reading the definition in a pop-up text box, and answering a constructed response question by typing in the answer. They also watch an animated diagram demonstrating the orbits of Earth and Mars, and are asked to evaluate its purpose. The teacher avatar then prompts students to navigate to the Missions tab, where they are presented with both text and images about types of missions to Mars before answering a question about flybys. The last tab introduces students to the rover Curiosity through a set of interactive images. Clicking through the tabs, students explore each of Curiosity's body parts and their functions before answering a series of questions by selecting the answers from the drop-down menus. In the final website, The Gift of Curiosity shows some of the photos that Curiosity had sent back and explains scientists' understanding of what they might mean. Based on the article, students answer a constructed response question about the surface of Mars and another in which they consider the writer's point of view. In a history project, students learn about Dr. Elizabeth Blackwell, the first woman doctor in the United States and England. They begin by scrolling through a timeline chronicling her life and are asked questions about several events in her life, such as this constructed response question about what she did in 1874, and this multiple-choice question about the use of a timeline to convey information. Then the teacher avatar directs students to navigate to a new website. This website details the career of the pioneering female doctor in the 19th century. Navigating through each tab, students read about Dr. Blackwell's inspiration for joining the medical field, her struggle as a woman to be admitted to medical college, her studies, and her practice. They are asked a number of questions, including why Elizabeth Blackwell had to give up her dream of being a surgeon. Then they read informational texts describing Dr. Blackwell's work in opening the infirmary. In this multi-format 2-part question, students are asked to draw a conclusion from the text about whether New York City would have been a good place to live in the 1850s. In the next question, students provide evidence to support an inference about people's resistance to the idea of a woman doctor. As curricula around the world focus more on technology, ePIRLS is a valuable vehicle for countries to monitor how well their students read, interpret, and critique information online. ePIRLS delivers an interactive and visually attractive assessment experience for fourth grade students that can motivate them to engage with the assessment. Countries can compare ePIRLS results with traditional reading results and in an international context. The simulated online environment enables study of student navigation patterns as they complete the tasks, including whether students look back at previous web pages when answering questions. IEA's ePIRLS is based at the TIMSS and PIRLS International Study Center at Boston College. For more information on ePIRLS, please visit the websites of the TIMSS and PIRLS International Study Center and the IEA.